Maharashtra, where 11 people have died in Maharashtra Bhushan Award program due to heat, as that was organized during day by state government. Deputy Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis has offered an ex gratia of rupees 5 lakh to the kin of those who are dead. Massive political slugfest over the deaths. Now, former Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray has said, and I quote, "The event was not planned properly. Who will investigate this incident?" NCP Suraj Chavan has said that deaths due to the negligence of the government, and that this is a case of culpable homicide by the government. So this shocking incident coming to the fore from Maharashtra, where 11 people have died in Maharashtra Bhushan Award program due to heat stroke. CNN News 18's Vinaya Deshpande is joining us. Vinaya, can you give us more details about this ceremony that was held and in which 11 people have died?
Well, yes, it was a massive ceremony that was held by the state government yesterday. It happened at around 11 o'clock yesterday. We know that Union Home Minister Amit Shah had travelled all the way from Delhi in order to confer this award to Appasaheb Dharmadhikari. Now, we've learned is, even during his address, Amit Shah had said that in this 42 degrees heat, we are seeing that there is a massive crowd of people, lakhs of people had attended that program yesterday. They had come from several corners of the country because Appasaheb Dharmadhikari is an extremely well-renowned figure socially and spiritually. It is in this very program that so many lives have been lost. It is something that has drawn a lot of flack against the state government for failing to plan a proper program, because remember, everybody knew that these are the days where the heat is troubling. Yesterday was 42 degrees. The people were sitting there because of several security arrangements for hours at end for that program to get over. It went on till noon time, which was one of the worst heat times really. And that is why we see that immediately after the program, many people had to be moved to the nearby hospital, that is the MGM hospital. At least 11 persons have died. Several persons are being treated at the hospital. Now, this is that has drawn a lot of criticism from the opposition. We saw that after the Vajramukh rally got over in Nagpur yesterday, Uddhav Thackeray, Ajit Pawar all rushed back to Navi Mumbai to go and visit to all those who were getting treatment. Devendra Fadnavis, the Home Minister, as well as the Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra, tweeted about it. Eknath Shinde also rushed to the hospital to inquire about those who were getting treated for this at a time when the state government has announced a ratio of 5 lakh rupees for those who have deceased due to the wave. Opposition has said that it is murder because the state government had failed to plan this event properly. It was planned at a time of the day when everyone knew that the heat was excruciating, and thereby inquiry should be conducted. The opposition has unilaterally demanded an inquiry against those who had organized this and said that action should be taken because this is a planned murder due to the apathy of the state government. Back to you.
Also, Vinaya, were there not enough arrangements made for the public, keeping in mind the weather?
Well, that is the problem, because it was an open air problem, and the pandal that was set up only for those who were, a part of the ceremony. So, for example, all the guests who were on the stage, that is the only place where the pandal was there. Otherwise, it was an open ground program. You could see lots of chairs which were laid out in Kharghar yesterday, and people were sitting with either bare minimum scarves on their heads or towels on their heads, with no other arrangement really to mitigate the impact of the heat. Remember, since the Union Home Minister was going to be there, there was a safety protocol as well, and therefore people were sitting in there for hours at end, and that is also what led to the severity, because many say that they had travelled overnight by train in order to reach the location to make sure that they were seated there at the right time in order to not face any entry issues. So clearly, there weren't enough arrangements with respect to heat, because it was an open air program. It wasn't a closed door program where people sat in a hall. With that kind of a massive program, the government said that it was almost difficult to keep it indoors. But at a time when there is a specific input with respect to heat, where we are seeing that even during the address, Union Home Minister Amit Shah said that at 42 degrees, if so many of you are sitting here, I can see lakhs and lakhs, and till wherever I see, I can see only people. You can imagine the number of people who were sitting there in that heat in order to just witness that ceremony. And that is why the state government is facing a flag for not doing enough at a time when there were inputs that this is a heat wave, at a time when we are seeing that, there is the excruciating heat that is taking toll on people. At that time, a lack of people sitting there without adequate arrangements for mitigating any heat-related issues clearly was an issue, and that is what the opposition is demanding now, that action be taken, and that, since it's the state government itself which had organized the program, who will then inquire about it and against whom will the action be taken? Back to you.
Right, Vinaya. Thank you for giving us all those details.